And they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Uuuuuuu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Uuuuuuu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And they're on 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
A first carry here for Uuuuuu.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air, 34 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down gets them a couple up to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Miami.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
6 plays got them down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll roll it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Uuuuuuu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From the 16, Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he comes back with one complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 29,
Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10,
Tua.
got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Tua going to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Uuuuuuu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
You better be afraid of me. Check, 55 to Buffalo 18. 55 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Okay, double up. Double street. Mike. Check smash. Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go. 55's Mike, guys. 55.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Viking 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. At the 25. the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And fights him off. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Morton. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set them up with golden field position.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Uuuuuuu now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Here we go, D.
Mike, 55. Check.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
2nd and 16.
It's going to be a long day.
19 Mike. Roll. 60 Bison.
Let's go. Check 24. Check 24.
From the gun, Morton.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Vikings on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Go street.
Play.
Check right. 79 Broncos.
Double dog. That's the way.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Morton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings send out their punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
2 and now on first down.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Dolphins 47, Vikings 7. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Uuuuuuu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off play action. Morton. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. To throw again on second down. Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Tua. The quick slant caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Uuuuuuu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go.
This is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Come on.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Off the play fake. Morton. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 55, 55. Check, 55 to the line. Check.
Back to throw. Morton. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.